All right, y'all. Today is Sunday. What's today? Sunday. Don't know what today's date is. Sorry, y'all. December the 20th. It is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And y'all know what we're about to do. We're about to do our weekly market forecast, which the purpose of this session isn't really to jump in a trade, but really just to try to um take a look at the market, see if there's any tips that could give us um any tips on what direction the market basically may go in for the week. All right, that's the purpose of tonight, not to actually jump in something, but to form our analysis and predict what we think or what direction the market is going to head in. So we're going to start out with our Aussie pairs, AUD, JPY. And like we always do, we're going to do our top-down analysis. And just like last week, y'all, this monthly stochastic basically is saying that we see that little bend there. Let me maximize it a little bit more. So price is saying that it is overbought. However, remember all these different indicators are basically just support and resistance, right? And it looks like in this case, this may actually be a break and a retest. All right, a break and a retest. So again, we're looking at this month overall being a bullish month, which I mean right now it definitely looks that way. We're green. And we only have like a week left in the month. So what we're really trying to figure out here, let me see if I can put this thing back down. There we go. Is if we're gonna break this level here, this 78,245 level that we got, and to see if we could kind of tap into this next area of at least the top of this wick area I'm kind of looking at. All right, or this wick too. Remember, we're always reading left, trying to predict right. So I see this area being a possibility, 80502 to end the month, or at least for the monthly high. And then of course we have just a little bit higher this area here, 81,732, and then stretching it 83,577. So let me go ahead and try to see how many pips that is. Okay, so we got about 172 pips, which is good enough for us. Just if we're only going to that first level that we were talking about, right? Which is right here at this wick, which is, it looks like it's the April 19th high. All right, or April high, I should say. April high. We're looking at the monthly. And then again, we have this wick over here. So that's about 282 pips. So definitely option 1 and option 2, I would say, is in place. And then, again, stretching it, that's an additional 500 pips. So that's a little bit unrealistic. But like I said, that first option of, what was it, 172 pips, that's definitely a go. And this 300 pip, 246 pip wick. And then obviously we want to think about what if price does actually dip back down. Obviously we have this level here, which is 76,198, which is basically the monthly open. All right, that we could go opposite all the way back that direction, just erasing all the momentum for the month, which again I don't really see that happening. On the last couple of weeks, we've been sitting on top of that support. Let's just go to the daily. All right, and as you can see on the daily, this is what I was talking about by the break of the level, and then it looks like this level is now acting as support. Okay, so when we get those breaks and those retests, price, when we get the break and the retest, a lot of times we get that extension going the other way. Now, it is an area of caution though, because on the daily, we do see that we do have that cross here, right? Sorry. Again, I'm looking at the bottom of the stochastic. Oh, man. Yeah. Huh? Do it over here. There we go. So again, we're in overbought territory is what it looking like. And again, we have that cross going down. So I would not be surprised if we do actually break this level some or open the week up a little bit bearish. All right, not too much. And yeah, if you can put your phone on mute, that'd be greatly appreciated. I didn't mute it for all. Okay. So again, price could break. We got this wick area underneath. Let me grab this. Grab this horizontal line. Got this area of concern here. Basically the full body of this big candle here. All right. So price does break that level, which it looks like it very much could open in the week. That we're looking at this area here. And if this area holds, I mean, we're still looking at this overall trend obviously is bullish. So we want to stay with that trend, right? Let's just grab see how many pips that is. So we got about 72 pips available on that, if that's where price is headed. Okay. Let's also use our trend.
Wait. Yes. Come on now.
Here, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Let me mute everybody.
Am I muted?
Nope.
Oh, all right, let me see. Sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. Mute all. Mute all and new participant. Mute all. There we go. All right, y'all. I will unmute it a little later because we want to kind of get through this. So we drew our trend line on there. All right. As you can see, we kind of got a little double support going on here. All right. We have this horizontal level support, and then we have this diagonal, this upward channel that it's been in. We're also at that support level. Okay. So with that being said, it's going to take a lot for it to break this level. And even if it does break this level, we still have this 77,550. Okay. And again, it will have to break this level here before I would really be, saying that, this may be, some type of reversal of the trend, right? But based on go back one more time, the weekly is up. It is kind of bending, but remember, again, we got that little bend right here on the monthly. All right. So we want to stay with that overall trend. But again, just be cautious that the week could start out, all right, bearish. overall. So let's go to, let me move this thing out the way. Sorry. Now we're gonna move to GBP CAD. I'm sorry, AUD CAD, Aussie CAD. All right. And we already know from trading these in the past that these two pairs kind of mimic. They're going to be mimicking each other. You know, the AUD is in that first position. So on the monthly, we also got this bend. All right, where it looked like we got that break in the retest, where the support or the resistance, I'm sorry, actually became support, or that ceiling became a floor. All right. And if this is the case, y'all, for real, like this really could be a low of the year almost, right? I mean, it kind of makes sense. We're ending 2020. All right. And why not be a monthly support or resistance, right? In this case, breaking that resistance and now becoming support. And if that really is the case, then we really do have all this area to be playing with, all right, that opens up to us this year. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Again, if we just continue to go up, which we could, this level holds, that's a strong level. All right, and again, we're coming off that historic low with the coronavirus, etc. Right, but let's take a look at the daily. Again, we're looking at Aussie CAD now. I'm just taking the weekly. Same thing. Weekly still has. Let's point it up. Looking at the stochastic, the daily is not really, is in overbought territory for sure. All right, and let's mark off this area. Okay, instead of just taking my word for it. All right, just marking off these areas. Floors and ceilings, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Building my crib. All right. Those are the levels that I see. All right. Yep. So we got kind of look like that. All right. So with this, I mean, we obviously got a break for sure. This, this ceiling here was broken. This area of resistance, right? And price has just been shooting up, shooting up, shooting up. And we also have our daily trend line, right? Because this is in an upwards trend. You know, we should be looking for this to retest, right? And come back down to test as support. All right. Both the diagonal trend, right? Was diagonal trend and trend line, I'm sorry, support line, and this horizontal. So we got two areas here that need to be tested at some point. All right. Let's go back. So we got this area, which is 71 pips to support. All right. And then let's just call it somewhere around here. So we got about 100 pips. Okay. That's possible if price does retrace. Again, remember, we're talking about the overall week probably will end up bullish, but the opening day, it looks like has a strong possibility to be bearish. Okay. So remember, what we're doing is we're looking for that compound daily interest, right? We're looking for that 5% move, which we're breaking down into 20 pips, right? So we know that tomorrow we may have a possible 100 pips. Obviously, the 20 pips is going to fall within that, right? And I'm be real with y'all. I already got my 20 pips for tonight, for today. All right. And it only lasted about 30 minutes, 5%, 30 minutes. It was crazy, right? So if you know you got a possible 100 and you see the direction, then basically you need to get in, get what you get, and get up out of there. So we're looking at the 4-hour chart now, y'all. And again, look at the 4-hour stochastic also. We're at that oversold level, but we got that cross here, and it looks like we may end up breaking, all right, and continuing down, which confirms our analysis. And then also, just a note that the AUDs, the JPYs, what you're gonna see, we had the market gap over the weekend. So that's also a telltale sign. Like, why would price gap? Okay. Do we know the exact reason? No, but it is an area of concern. Especially being as though it looked like it was a slight uptrend. That's exactly why I'm not holding my trades over the weekend no more, because the market got like 70 pips, which is ridiculous on the GBP pair, right? So, and then we also look and see that right now, again, the market gap and it gap underneath this area of support. The support is holding right now. The stochastic is pointing down. So, overnight, I would not be surprised again to see we may come back at the beginning of the London session at 2 a.m. or 7 a.m. and we could be all the way down at this 1.70527 mark. All right. How many pips is that? All right. Again, that's well, we're not gonna be there by the morning. We definitely not gonna be there, but we could be here for sure. 60, 70 pips into it. All right. Hold on, man. This we supposed to be on AUDK. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Switched over. Happens that way. I want to go down to the 4-hour time frame. All right. So the 4-hour time frame, we are in oversold territory, and we got that cross. So still confirming our analysis that we're probably going to open up bearish. Okay, we're probably going to open up bearish for sure. Testing this trend line, horizontal, first one. We could call it, let's just mark it short, open, short position, right? Just to be safe. Let's say price breaks that area. Okay. It's probably going to test this whole candle. Like, this is the candle that I'm looking at. I'm looking at this December 20th, 1 a.m. candle, this long body candle that pushed off of support. I'm looking for this candle really to fill. All right. So soon as really we broke the body of this candle, this whole area was in full effect, right? So I would be comfortable really entering at this point. Again, y'all, I'll be real with y'all, I'm already in this. But the point of tonight is not to just jump in something, right? It's to really just see direction of where we're going. So at least for the next tonight, I see price continuing to go down. All right. And again, that is 62 pips. All right. And just in case we break that level, the next area is 131 pips. All right. 131 pips until we start reaching that diagonal support. All right. And along with that, of course, we always want to talk about the risk involved. All right, looks like this is a 1.86, I'm sorry, 1.68 risk to reward on this. So, I would definitely want to take a buy from this area here, knowing that the overall week, this area or this area, depending on what the momentum is looking like, right? Support here or support here. Knowing that this overall the week is probably going to end up bullish, like we're saying. So really the safest thing to do is again, unless you're trying to just get in and get out like real quick, just wait for price to hit one of these levels support, right? You can always set an alert for when price reaches any support or resistance area. That's one of the cool parts about using TradingView. So again, AUD JPY and AUD CAD, they both look like the first, the opening of the week could be. Let me go back just to make sure. Yeah, it could be bearish, but again, overall bullish. All right, and now we will go to this was old from last week. All right, so we got the cross right on the GBP CAD, and we were actually nailed the direction last week on the GBP CAD. We said, you go back in the video and look at that the week was going to start off a little bullish, but overall end up a bearish week. And that's really what ended up happening, right? It started off bullish, and then boom, it ended up turning around. Well, it didn't necessarily was a total bullish week or bearish week. I'm sorry, but basically it was enough to cancel out any bullish momentum that was there. So basically what I'm saying is we predicted that price was going to open up going up, but then we knew price was going to come back down, and that's exactly what it did. And in this case, on the daily, it looks like this, and along with that market gap, it looks like that basically this downward trend will continue another day. All right. And right now I'm looking at GBP AUD. All right. GBP AUD. And I'm looking for a short position. Right. I'm looking for this area, this long wick here. All right. This candle. I'm looking for that to fill. All right. As soon as we break the body of this candle here, which it looked like we already kind of did, that's the area that I'm really looking at. And you could put your stop loss like really just above that market gap, and that would give you a look like it's just above a 1.5 to 1 risk to reward. So that's another good risk to reward right there, y'all. I like the way that look. I definitely like the way that look. Let's go to 4. All right, we already did that. 4. So the 2 hour, 2 hours, same thing. It looked like price broke, and we had that break in that retest. So it broke support, and then that support became resistance. All right, real simple stuff, y'all. I mean, once you do this, and y'all see, I'm doing the same thing every single week, y'all. This is not rocket science. This ain't, nothing crazy special, right? Now, it does, look like you could get a pullback. So don't be alarmed if you do see price. I'm just looking at the 30-minute time frame that it does retrace a little bit, but we really want this area here, okay? When I say this area, I mean like the bottom of this consolidation area to where I put that entry, this 1.76310 area. You want that to hold, right? We want that to hold. So, I would really feel comfortable with dropping my stop loss even, just beyond the low of this December 20th, what's that, 4:30 p.m. candle. Again, I'm always looking at the long candles for my entries, my exits, right? Definitely my exits for sure. my stop losses, my take profits, right? So because if it was to tap into that candle here, I would, think that it would fill this candle. So I definitely would want to put my stop loss, at least right here or right there, right? It doesn't really matter. Either way, we still got a pretty good risk to reward. So not a big deal. I don't mind losing that or risking that. So, it's not a big deal. Again, y'all, I like looking at the bigger time frames to really form my analysis on what I really think is going to happen. And then, just kind of look at the smaller time frames, just, really just for entertainment, to tell you the truth. The GBP CAD, we're going to keep it moving. Again, y'all, we are looking at pairs. And again, if you've been following for a while, all the pairs that we're looking at, they tend to move in unison. They tend to move together. They do have brief moments of time when they do switch up. But for the most part, since we're intertwining these currencies, we're going to be getting similar movements across the board. All right. That's how we're able to get 1,000 pips in a week, 700 pips in a week, right? Go 20-5 for the week. You know what I'm saying? Or 20-3 for the week. And then those losses, not big losses at all. Why? Because we're trading different financial assets that move together. They all in one accord. Again, we're only using the Aussie dollar, the Japanese yen, the Canadian dollar, and the Great British pound. That's it. And we're just mix matching those, mix matching those, mix matching those. So, same thing. We're seeing that on a 4 hour. Let's just go back out because we always want to do our top down analysis, just in case. I don't want to get lackadaisical on y'all. I don't want to get lackadaisical. So on this one, the monthly is definitely, it's right now in the no buy zone, but y'all see that momentum. There's a lot of bearish momentum going on the monthly chart. All right, on stochastic, let's go to the weekly. All right, and again, we see that we kind of had that little crash going on, right? It's not a cross, but it's kind of, crashing. Looks like, again, that we're getting a retest. Okay, looks like we're getting a retest that we broke, and now we're retesting this support line that we got. This 1.75026 is what it looked like. So we want to see that area hold for sure. That one's over with. Over with. Okay. And let's see what we got. I always like to measure and see what's popping. All right. We got 84 pips for sure, just to the nearest support area. If we break that area, we got about 359 pips if we actually return all the way down to that 1.67959 support line that we got, which being as though we have monthly bearish momentum that we probably will, and we want to take advantage of that. Okay, but remember, y'all, you don't got to go for it all. Some people want to hold. We're really at a big pivotal moment where holding ain't a bad idea. Again, we're getting a cross. We're getting a break and a retest on a monthly chart. Really? It was traders last week that was following us on TradingView where I posted a big bullish week for I think it was AJ last week. He thought I was crazy because most people not looking at the monthly chart, y'all. You gotta see how all the charts are doing and see how they intertwine together. They're all telling you a story. They're going to tell. One of them is going to tip it off. All right. We just hit a surf. We're not trying to defeat the market. We just trying to go with the flow. That's it. We're gonna get our 20 pips, our 5%, get in and out of there. All right. So if you're, matter of fact, let me just finish these two, and then I'll sum that up. All right. So that was a win. And then check that out. That's exactly why you don't hold your trades over the weekend, because the market gapped, right? Got back the other way. All right, remove that trend line there. But that's cool though. So with this one, GJ, I mean, this one look like we might really get something nice. All right, you see this? This was that kind of head and shoulders pattern right there, and we have that long wick. I mean, not the long wick, this long body candle. So if you don't see what I'm doing already, all right, you should get the point. As soon as we break this level here, all right, the bottom of this candle, this November 23rd, 2020 candle, all right, which is, yeah, oh, right there. This whole November 9th, 2020 candle is in full play, all right, which is 183 pips, okay, 183 pips. Remember, with this right now, I feel comfortable with putting my stop loss just beyond the market gap, and that still give you a 1.25 to 1. Yeah, this could break this level. Remember, we already know that for the week, we're looking at a bearish week. So the next area to take profit will be, um, about 300 pips that we can hit for the week, and a possible 400 pips, really, that we can hit this week. So, definitely pay attention to that, but get in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. So yeah, that's a 2 to 1. Let's just go back down. 4 hour underneath. Okay. But remember what I'm saying. I want to see it break this level. New people on here. When I put these ideas up, the entry really is at this middle line here. All right. If price does not cross that line and it goes back, it's a no trade. Okay, it's a no trade. So try not to enter in too early, on some of these ideas, because I promise you, the ones that do lose, a lot of times they never even reach the entry, and most of the time it's a loss for somebody because they jump in way too early before the entry line. All right, and because I'm using support lines and entry and some resistance lines as my entries and my exits, right? So it is, again, price could bounce and not enter into our profit zone at all, but it's okay because we wouldn't be entering that trade. It's a no trade, right? So and then also, yeah, I said that body. We're looking at the 4 hour. All right, 2 hour. Yeah. So I definitely think that this is going to just continue to open up bearish. So again, y'all, man, we're looking at bearish opportunities across the board. GBP JPY, GBP CAD, GBP AUD, AUD CAD, and AUD JPY. All right. Now I'm also going to look at gold. Remove, because we got some people who really like talking about gold, or want to trade gold in general. So we have same thing, kinda, maybe a break and a retest. Gold was in this downward moving channel, okay, and it looked like we broke this level of resistance and we landed on support, okay, and at minimum, it looks like we're going to at least test this downward ceiling or this downward level of resistance, right? So it's not much. It's not much, but it's about 1% on that. I don't really know how to calculate this, to be honest with you, but Not about 25. It's not. I know it's a lot more than 25 pips, but basically, it's definitely enough room to make money, is what I'm saying, right? And price could break this level. Hold on. And then remember, we're always looking at the big body candles, all right, those big candles. So we could test this 1962 level, all right, which is look like it's $63, all right, difference. And then we could test uh this 2013 379 level. We know all these levels, then obviously the top of the trend, okay, which is 2068 024. All right, so pretty much those are our levels on gold. Let me go ahead and mark those off real quick. Okay, so we got the first level, which is basically at our trend. Let's do another line at the top. All right, I like to put my TP like at the body of the candle and not the wick. Is your preference? Okay. I'm trying to be greedy. All right. Right there. Boom. All right. So that's really what it looked like right there. All right. And obviously you still got those other levels. So, that's really how you want to get in and out, in and out, in and out. You got an entry, you got an exit. If we break that level, you got an entry, you got an exit. If you scalping, another exit. Okay, but you want to make sure that these levels are holding. All right, if you in the middle, you already know no trade zone, right? No trade zone. So like right now, it's probably best to just wait and see and wait for it to break um on the outside of this wait for it to break this level, break resistance, right? And for it to become support. So when we wake up in the morning or sometime tomorrow, right? It could be after the New York session. We probably will be sitting up here. So let's see how that goes. The daily though is sitting on the stochastic at oversold, right? And there's a possible cross that could occur. But when we look at the weekly, we see that there's a lot of bullish momentum. Just to make sure we do that top-down analysis to void out this downward moving channel, right? We're probably really going to break that. Could we come back? Yes. And obviously, we always want to talk about what levels price could go to if we're wrong, right? Which, we have this long body candle, okay, which is 18, 15, 588. And I really don't see it coming down no more than that. And that would still put us within the trend. All right, support, and then we could still end up basically bullish for the week because that's what it's looking like for gold. And then we got the SPX 500, S&P. Let's go to the monthly again to see what we got going on here. All right. We look like we had got that rejection off the 80 when we were entering into the overbought territory, but we got a little cross there. So it looks like momentum is probably going to continue upward on the S&P. That's what it looked like. And we do see that confirming. Going to the weekly chart, we just said that this could be just a break in a retest, but if price does come down, it could come down to the bottom of this area here, the bottom of these body candles. All right, basically last week, the last 3 weeks, sitting on top of that November 23rd week candle. Could price break? Absolutely, because we do have this long body here, but we just want to right now it's best to just stay with the trend on this, obviously, right? All signs are saying take bullish opportunities. Take bullish opportunities. Um, but we do see that on the daily chart here that we are getting this rejection at the 80. All right. So just like some of the other pairs, that you could get a bearish day on gold. Right. You could open up a bearish day. That's a possibility. I definitely would not be jumping in this tonight for sure. We want to see how it moves. What area of support are we going to be at around 7, 8 a.m.? All right. If we still don't see any clear patterns or clear uh, market, it just anything that will give us a tip on what side to be on around 7, 8 o'clock, then we want to wait until around 11. Right. We want to wait until around 11 and let it make whatever move. And then basically we could, try to catch a retest or see on the 4 hour, we're getting that cross, right? We're at a level of support. All right. So again, definitely don't mess with this tonight, y'all. Don't mess with this tonight. Although it could be a good time, but it's just risky. You don't want to start your week off in the hole. All right. We don't want no funny business. Yep. Right there. So again, for the most part, as far as our challenge, y'all, you're not gonna be looking at gold. You're not gonna be looking at the S&P, but we're gonna be using the GJ, GBP JPY, GBP CAD, GBP AUD, AUD CAD, right? And AUD JPY to form our analysis, which we just did. All bearish, all bearish. Opening up. I think AUD JPY, yes, it could open up bearish in AUD CAD, but overall bullish. All right, but the GA, GCAD, and GJ, we're looking at those that overall be bearish. Okay, overall be bearish. So again, we recorded this, y'all. You could take a look at it as many times as you want for replay. I will be back on in the morning. Let's just say that 7:30. I'll be on between 7:30 and 7:45. At that time, we really will be looking for positions. All right. Please make sure that you are staying attentive, you paying attention, looking out for the ideas. I will post, the ideas after we come up with them tomorrow during our pre-New York session. And again, with our strategy, we're only looking for 5% interest every single day with about 2.5% risk. All right. For those of y'all taking the Pip Catcher Challenge, you should be able to get this done within, 45 days, 60 days. Look, if it take you more than that, it's okay. Right? It's okay. But all right, according to 5% a day, you should be able to start off with $200 in your trading account. And by day 34, you should be able to, compound interest your way to $1,000. So basically, that gives you, I think, like 11 days to be wrong, over that period, right? And again, we broke it down into your price per pip, right? We gave you your risk, we gave you your reward, all right? And the price per pip is based on this 20 pip strategy. So if you get your 20 pips, that's how I said I got my 20 pips earlier. I got my 20 pips between 7 and 7:45. AJ it was at a support level. I'm sorry, 8 and 8:45. AJ was at a support level, and I'm sorry, support became resistance after the market gap, and 30 minutes it was over, done, right? And this is on my account for my Pip Catcher Challenge, all right? So $5 over with quick, 30 minutes, it was done, all right? So on to day 2, All right, or day one. And again, it don't matter what day you on. It really doesn't matter. Whatever you got, figure out what that number is. Go to it. Do 5%. Look at your reward that you're looking for. Your risk. Look at your reward, which is your interest. All right, and go after it. Get after it. Don't over leverage. All right. Remember, we in this for the long term. We're not trying to get rich in a day. Right? We trying to stay rich, wealthy every day. I know that's right. So what I'm gonna do real quick though, all right, is let me see if I could unmute. Let me see if I can unmute. All right, maybe you can unmute yourself. And if you got any questions for me based on what you just heard me go through, I will go over them real quick. You got any questions? You just unmute yourself going once. If not, we'll be over here going twice. All right. 3 times. Just in case you stuck on mute. Matter of fact, I think you stuck on mute. Let me see. There you go. Boom. I hear somebody.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just sitting here listening and making notes.
Okay. Okay. Was you following along?
I'm following along and I'm learning. I still don't know all the terminology, but I'll follow with you on a one-on-one.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I definitely don't expect you to be fully understand what I just went through that quick after just a couple days. But I promise you, after just logging on day after day, week after week, you'll catch on real quick. Really, probably in a couple days. You know.
Yeah, but logically I do understand, but just the deep details I'm still trying to grasp.
No doubt, no doubt. So yeah, just let me know. Again, what day, what time, and then we'll just move from there. Keep it moving. Right.
Okay, I copy. What's your schedule like?
Right now, my schedule is open. Tuesday morning, I'm booked, and really not until like Tuesday night. Really, Tuesday probably is just out. So let's just say, other than Tuesday, it's open.
Okay, so Wednesday good?
Yeah, Wednesday's great. Yep.
Okay, I'll be good for Wednesday.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.
I think I guess I'll discuss that on the one-on-one because I'll need to get the practical down pat as to how to set my points of interest, basically my stops and everything.
Yep, no doubt. We'll talk about that on your next one for sure. And if you want to talk about it before that, we can. So
Okay, cool.
All right. We got any other questions, y'all? Any questions?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Darrell?
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Man, great class, man. Great mock-up on your charts, man.
Appreciate it. Real simple, right?
Yes, sir. Great mock-ups, man.
Yeah, it's just elementary, but hey, it worked. It worked.
Hey, there you go. But I'm telling you, once you get it, you got it.
I know. You just show up, do it every day, right?
And that's it.
Every single day.
Yes, sir. So the 7:30 call in the morning, is this the same link?
No, it's gonna be a different link. This is the link for the Sunday night weekly market class. So there's gonna be another link. I'll post it by the morning. And that will be for the pre-New York session. And then that link you will use every morning to get on.
And that's Monday through
Friday. Well, it's really Monday through Thursday.
Sound good? Okay.
Yeah, Monday through Thursday. Yep. And you'll just use that link, every day. Then we log.
That will be in the thread.
Yes, it'll be in the group thread. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then once you start logging on, you could just go to Zoom and go to your like previous meetings, and then you'll see, weekly.
Right.
So,
I appreciate that, man. But good stuff, man.
No doubt. And everything's always gonna be recorded just in case you missed it, and upload it so that you can check it out.
Yes, sir. And that'll be in the thread also.
Yes, sir.
Got you, my man.
Always. All right, y'all. If you got any more questions, going once, going twice. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get this week rocking and rolling, man. Talk to y'all in the morning. Peace out.